So a lot of people have been asking me, Jordan, why do you always have your earbuds in whenever you're filming? And I thought it had something to do with the microphone because, my earbuds have microphones on them. Well, it turns out it has nothing to do with that, and I've been recording using my phone microphone this whole time. So from now on, I'm going to be making videos without the earbud in because I think it looks a little dumb, and if I can avoid using it, I will. So today is actually a big day for me for a multitude of reasons. Actually, it's only two reasons, but the first of these is that I find out the remainder of my college decisions today, including one of my top schools, UC Berkeley, and that is, my heart's like been pounding ever since I woke up this morning. And the other big thing is, of course, the fact that I'll finally be able to see regular photos again instead of all of those until tomorrow posts. This lighting is questionable. There's nothing I can do about it though. A little brighter and I'm just gonna turn into like a silhouette. So this past Christmas, my own family went out with my mom's side of the family on a cruise, and so I got a lot of time to get a lot closer to one of my cousins, and we talked a lot about facades. Now, I didn't even know what that meant when I first heard it, and so I'm assuming there's a great number of you who have no idea what the word facade means. So I so graciously wrote the definition down on a napkin for you because I was too lazy to get a pad of paper. A facade is the outward face of a building. That is the wrong definition. I wrote down the wrong definition. 1 second. A facade is an outward appearance that is maintained to conceal a less pleasant... Screw this. Alright. A facade means being fake. Have you ever been talking with someone and all of a sudden you got the feeling that maybe they're just pretending they want to be there with you? Well, that's a facade. In other words, a facade is like putting on a mask and pretending to feel some way that you don't. Now, there have been so many times where I've heard people say some idealistic thing like, oh my god, if everyone was just completely honest with each other, this world would be a better... Wrong! Okay, there's a time and a place for facades, okay? Because if we had no facades, well, a lot of things would fall apart. A great example of where you should use facades is like in a work environment. Or I don't know, let's start with job interviews, right? Normally, you'd walk into a job interview and you would start talking about yourself saying like, I have a lot of experience working with animals, and in the process I've interacted a lot with customers, and so I'm really excited to apply to this job because I will get more experience talking with people. Without facades, an interview might go something more like this. I used to work at Petco, and then I got fired for flipping off a customer, and the only reason I'm applying here to Whole Foods is because I need money to fund my endless gaming addiction. But also like in a regular work environment too, right? Like if your boss asks you to do something that you really don't want to do, you just have to put on a facade and say, okay, I'll do it, and act like you're all happy to do it. Like imagine how bad it would be if your boss asked you to do something and you were just like, ha! No! Screw you! I'm going to go play Minecraft and watch TikTok for 4 hours instead! Without facades, there'd be like a 100% unemployment rate in this world, which of course means the economy would kind of crash and everything would just fall apart. Companies would just all go out of business because nobody would work for them because everybody's just home playing Minecraft. And then the world would just start going very, very much so downhill. And I know a couple people who, even when like the world is crashing and burning around them, they're still gonna be like, it's okay because I have my girlfriend. But that actually leads me to my next point, which is that romance will just not exist anymore. Now for most of us male humans out there, my gosh, if guys talk to their significant others like they do to all their other friends, it would be very bad. And even like for people who have like crushes, right? Like when you have a crush, you have to put on a big facade around them. Imagine what would happen if everyone just started confessing their love for the people that they like. Like, oh my gosh, it would just be chaos. Don't even get me started on first dates. Those would be a disaster. You just like walk into the restaurant, take one look at their face, and all of a sudden be like, wow, look at all of your acne. My dad was just like giving me weird looks just now. Now, I'm not saying you should just always be fake with people. There are definitely times where you just should not put on a facade. For instance, if someone asks you to be honest with them, you should not put on a facade. There is one exception to this rule though. If a girl asks a guy whether a dress makes her look fat, don't say yes. But also don't say no. You just gotta be like diplomatic about it. You have to say like, I like this other dress better. See, relationships are confusing. Another situation in which you should usually not use facades would be in court. under oath, usually that's not a good time to be fake. Now, there is a gray area when it comes to facades. For instance, if you're talking to someone you really don't like or really don't want to be talking to. But here's my advice in those situations. When you're talking to someone you don't want to be talking to, this is what you say. Get out of my face. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Please don't do that. But honestly, seriously, like in those situations, I think it's best just to set limits for yourself. Like put on a facade to some extent, but if it becomes really toxic for you or people that you care about, that's when you kind of put your foot down and you drop your facade a little bit and let them know how you really feel. Like, unless the situation gets really bad, like, don't be mean about it. Like, you can just drop part of your facade and you can tell them how you feel about them, but be kind at the same time. One thing I didn't touch upon much in this video was social anxiety and how that's caused by facades. Because social anxiety is all about thinking that people hate you when in reality they may not, and questioning whether people are putting on a facade around you. But I honestly don't know what to do in that situation. Like, I've thought about this quite a bit, and I just have not come up with an answer. Like, what would you prefer? Would you prefer me to pretend like I'm all happy talking to you, or be like, hi, I hate you, and here are all the reasons why? Like, I don't know, you guys give me some insight in the comments or like DM me or something, because I actually am curious about this. And in light of, not putting on facades and stuff, I thought I would just have a moment of honesty with you about something that's been bothering me recently. Yesterday, the governor of Massachusetts, Charlie Baker, announced that all schools in Massachusetts would be closing until May 4th instead of April 7th. And that hit me like a truck because I've just been feeling down about it because it feels like my whole senior years is just getting canceled. And it's supposed to be like the year you look forward to, and there's like prom and graduation, and I don't know if any of that's gonna happen anymore. But honestly, it's these videos that like really keep me going because I'm able to just get things off my mind, and I don't know. I look forward to filming every single day, and I hope you guys look forward to watching these videos as well. It's the things I can depend on every single day, like a routine, that really keep me upbeat and keep me optimistic about the future. And I don't know, I encourage you guys who are kind of feeling down as well to maybe try that out. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow. And I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow, but I will figure that out today. Bye, guys.